И приветствую на своем канале. Сегодня очередной стрим. Решил начать проходить игрушечку GreedFall. Посмотрим, что из себя представляет. Ну, так, в принципе, предварительно мне она понравилась. Посмотрим, что будет. Пройду ли я ее до конца хотя бы. Так, попробовал ее чуть-чуть. Так, игра, видео. Видео хотел бы подредактировать. Что такое заготовки? Тени пофигу, дальность прорисовки. Какой поставим? Вот так надо. Ну и попробуем. Вроде должно так работать хорошо. Здесь я все ставил, то, что мне нужно. Титры были включены. Ну, в путь. Новая игра. Так. Сложность обычная, ничего не будем придумывать. Посмотрим. Чё да как. Пока даже по сюжету я не в курсе, что именно там будет происходить. Узнаем. Не могли бы вы немного приподняться? Вот так. Картину. А где лицо? Почему лица на картине нет? Замрите. Ага. А что значит вот эта татуха? Или это приблизить нельзя? Нельзя. Может за женщину поиграть? Вроде прикольно. Или по канону. Китаец есть какой-нибудь? Нет, что-то стандартное самое хорошее. Лысый. Усы и борода. Бороду нужно точно? Нет. Нет. Выбор маленький. Прям очень. А вот это прикольно. Так татушку не видно. А, брови. Что-то я не туда полез. Вот так. А? Цвет кожи. А чё негра нельзя сделать? Ну ничего такого тут в редакторе персонажа нету, черный оставим. Это вроде пойдет. Это тоже пойдет. Перейти к другому этапу. Начальные классы. Воин. Тяжелое одноручное оружие. Сила, выносливость, ремесло, энергичность. Инженер. Ну, наверное, воин. Чтоб попроще, или маг. Воин, но буду качать и науку тоже. Сила, ловкость. Физический урон плюс 10. Опа, нет, это не то. Выносливость качнем. И ремесло. Интуиция. Наука. У меня будет научный воин. Так, поехали. А он все рисует.
Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Ты кто?
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
Чё из-за него говорить? Кто такой кузен? Чё?
I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you.
Да ты запомни его и нарисуй по памяти.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Какие проблемы? Так. Господи, а чё он такой черный? Или это он вспотевший? Камеру нельзя приблизить? Ладно. А поговорить можно? Нет? Привет. Всего доброго, милорд. Бывай. Будешь биться? Никто не хочет. Так, пойдем по квесту тогда. По-моему, да, карта мира есть. Так, торжественный отъезд. Попрощаться с матерью. Ну идем. Так куда? Вернуться. Сюда.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Это отец его, что ли, или кто? А наставник?
As loyal as your goal.
Well, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Выходи биться. Атаковать 3 раза. Раз. Так просто. Контрол дополнительная атака. Фига, он еще и ногами умеет. Уклонение. Так, shift уклонение, блок или контратака. Понятно. Докажите Курту, что умеете драться. Захват цели. Это вот так? Тактическая пауза. Тапы пробел позволяет остановить игру и не спеша выбрать следующее действие. Так, заклинаний у меня нет, зелья есть. Должны быть, по крайней мере. Чтобы поместить зелье в ячейку быстрого доступа, нажмите Tab и откройте меню тактической паузы. Как оно открывается? Пока разберешься тут. Да? Вот так. Все, я понял, как это работает. Да блокируй. Так, это ярость. Он прям меня тут это поимел.
Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Показывай, Отто. Так, огнестрельное оружие может прервать действие врага и вывести его из равновесия. Каждый выстрел расходует 1 единицу боеприпаса. Так, действие. Нет. Оборудование. Оружие. Херак. И все? Уровень физической брони обозначается щитами над шкалой здоровья. Чтобы пробить броню врага, можно использовать тяжелое оружие. Так, где мне его взять? Оборудование, нет, действия. Нет. Как сменить? Молоток какой-то нашел. Да ёпта. Пробил. Да ты издеваешься? Че он такой сильный-то? На тебе. Убежал, беги. Так, ярость — это параметр, позволяющий совершать особые атаки. Давай проверим. А у меня нет ярости еще. Ага. Кажется, разобрался. Вы по очереди, что ли, будете? Все уже. Почему ничего не происходит?
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Выразить недовольство.
I have to admit, I thought my days as a child, complete with bodyguard, were behind me.
I do like being wanted. It would seem that the prince didn't feel you were apt to take care of yourselves alone. And so it goes. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the
Обязательно
palace.
нужно навестить. Пойдем.
Then we'll go and
Быстренько.
find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
На самом деле я не понял, кто это, но он мне противен. Так, одну секунду, нужно проверить, все ли работает нормально. И вернусь. Буквально 2 минуты. Так, ладно, продолжим. Где? Туда нам, куда-то вот сюда. О, господи, что это с ней?
Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you,
Это чума?
my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying,
Да
my
пофиг.
child.
Главное, плыви
Alas, there
подальше.
is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here,
Что такое?
take this with you.
Печенька?
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child.
Прощай.
Now, be off.
Бывай. Господи, чё с ней? Чё у нее за болезнь? Руки не забудь помыть только. Шапку где-то раздобыл уже. Так, вы можете передвигаться в удобном вам темпе. Так, это ходьба. О, может так ходить. Ну, город довольно-таки неплохо сделан. Привет. А, то есть вы меня все знаете, да? Ты задумался.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Что, его в группу можно уже принять? А я не хочу. Можно отказаться? Параметры снаряжения. Сумка. Ну нет, да, лучше. Пошли подтвердить. Так, вы получили дополнительное задание.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well.
Так, нам сюда или туда? Вон туда.
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Как туда спуститься? Хрен бы его знал. Вот сюда. Бежим! Когда ты махаешь мне? Это мне не нравится, далековато. Так, игра, звук, видео. Ну вот так поприкольней. Что-то никто даже не говорит со мной. Ой, босс. Привет. Может, ты вылечишь ее? Или нет? Маска тебе не поможет, она бессмысленна. Можешь снимать. Так, ближе к делу. Задание нужно. Вот это... Дополнительный груз монетной стражи. Карта, карта, карта. А, то есть это... А, то есть я на вот этот остров, что ли, поплыву? А это типа город? А. Так, как выйти-то отсюда? Сюда. Так. Там вот... Да. Ты что тут делаешь? Зачем ты собираешь снег? Или это не снег, а что это такое тогда? Ну не хочешь говорить, не надо. Так, ближе к делу. Давайте быстрее закончим с островом. Этим городишком. И пойдем по основному квесту. Ты кто? Что ты хочешь от меня? А все? Так, обыскать. Монеты, 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 боеприпасы. Меним на меч. Что-то мне молот не нравится особо. А где третьего строя был? И почему они хотели меня убить? Ой, не знаю. И никто, главное, не хочет говорить. Напиться хотят, вот это что такое? Здравствуйте, вы кто?
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank
Кто
you.
такой эмиссар?
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Кто такие еретики на самом деле? Причем тут я? Зачем можно спросить? О Телеме.
Could you tell me anything about Teleme?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Teleme are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our
Ну, тут
nation.
какие-то прям
I assure
очень
you.
длинные диалоги. Так, понятно. Об отношениях с мостовым альянсом.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
О положении Телемы на Тирфрате, об отношениях с Содружеством. На самом деле мне это ничего и не нужно знать.
What's
И
your point of
пофигу.
view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Teleme, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Ладно, все, хватит.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
В итоге, что мне нужно сделать? Разобраться с еретиками? Фото на еретиков. Найти контрабандиста. Плюс монетной стражи. Понабрал задание уже. Еще даже... вот сюда. Как выйти-то? Так. Куда-то вон туда. Сообщить послу мостового альянса о своем отъезде. Это вот сюда. Тут кого-то жгут. А куда? Вот сюда. 20 метров. Дверь вижу. Открыть.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Ой, я не туда.
I must leave you.
Что с ним можно поговорить? Что-то он там... Да ёпта. Я не хотел.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tearfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
Короче,
You
где
seem slightly
кузен?
hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new
Вот я вроде
functions of
отплывать собрался, а
diplomacy.
теперь еще и заданий
The man
понахватал.
operates
Причем
in
их
the
нужно
city
сделать вот
center.
здесь до отплытия.
He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Спросить... Ну, это все стандартно, не
I
хочу.
need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Бывай,
Goodbye, Lord
Сар
de Sade.
Сахин. Модельки людей неплохо, в принципе, сделаны. Мне нравится. Ну, лица, в смысле. Так, куда? Надо вот сюда нажать. Шарлатан. Найти шарлатана. Где удерживать задание? — 166 метров. Познакомиться с капитаном Васка. Найти шарлатана 63. Опа. А это что? Золото. Зелье, парализующая ловушка. Ягоды. Боярышник. Можно боярку сделать. Это магазин. Это вот здесь. Нет, не это. Опа, ну-ка.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Я тебя первый раз
Have you
вижу.
seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Купить. Продать. Что там есть у тебя? Это нет. Можно, в принципе, шляпу продать. Вот эту вот. Я не знаю. Мне пока все нужно. Пока не будем продавать ничего. Короче, сначала ищем алхимика. Судя по тому, что в чумной истории на чумных домах такие же кресты ставили. То есть тут чума ходит, так понимаю. Так, алхимик, это мастерская. Где алхимик? 4, 3. Это вон там.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that.
От всего
And
поможет, то есть,
more
да?
still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new
Может, все-таки
again.
купить флакончик, вдруг
Does it
поможет.
really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malicor, of course.
А, значит,
That
это не
being
чума,
said,
это малихор
it is
какая-то
known that
болезнь.
those in top health resist the Malicor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man
Одумайся,
that
не
knows
надо
a good
покупать.
deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
Ну-ка, давай
His
купим.
speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a
Я
word,
тоже захотел купить. Поговорить?
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Так, спросить... Попросить продемонстрировать.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am
Еще
still
бы.
in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
we need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Его повозку, а где она? Так, значит, вот как-то пройти в нее. Прыгать главный герой не умеет. Бежим, бежим, бежим. То есть тут даже открыто, еще и взламывать ничего не надо. Страницы исписаны мелким неразборчивым почерком. На них описаны результаты опыта по осмотру пациентов. Научный журнал. Здесь что? Это странный алхимик из Альянса, который снял комнату наверху, просит не заходить к нему и не делать уборку. Наверное, старый дурак боится, что разобьешь его стекляшки. То есть, я, кажется, знаю, что нужно сделать.
To my help, and death to the others! Come here, my beauties!
Кто вы такие? Почему они опять на меня нападают?
They've wrecked your armor! Be careful!
На тебе. Добьешь? Добил, молодец. Что я им сделал? Почему они опять на меня напали? Так, здесь золото. Здесь золотые монетки. Тут еще что-то есть. Панацея шарлатана. Прячься. Закрыто? Открыто.
A
Have you finally made up your mind?
Ага, так, показать флакон с лекарством, спросить о побочных эффектах.
Are there
Давай
any nasty
попробуем.
side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Показать флакон с лекарством, прекратить
I will think
разговор.
about it.
As you wish, but don't wait long. It won't last
Ну,
forever.
есть у меня идея, как там выполнить этот квест. И дневник. Господин де Курсион. Придворный учитель. А, это учитель его. Мать, господин де Сарде. Финал, миссар Сахин, монетная стража. Письма. Луиза, нужно найти Луизу. Где он снял комнату? Это тут? Или тут? Где он снял комнату? Где отель? Учить князей. А есть подробная карта? Вот это что? Карта вот она. Лагерь или дом, повозка. Нету такого. Ну пойдем, ткнем его в егоную микстурку, так сказать. Где он? Куда ты убежал? Я заблудился. В 3 соснах. Нет, не сюда. Или сюда было? Короче, я заплутал. А нет, нашел. Это не он. Что есть? Боярку нашел чуть-чуть. Вот он.
Have you
Вер,
finally
на
made up
тебе.
your mind?
Показать
I
флакон.
happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief.
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He
В смысле
can't
он
have gone
сбежал?
far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern.
В таверну.
He won't leave the city without his
Верно.
belongings.
Надо было сразу в таверну тогда бежать. Стремет. Показать, что куда-то туда. Надо было сюда сразу и в комнату обыскать. Я думал, где-то верно. Так.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Good
Иди
day,
сюда.
tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Просить. Тирфради.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfradi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
Таверня Малихори.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
Что такое Малихора?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread,
Понятно.
a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully,
не
the
закрыл?
alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that.
Фига
People
мясо,
are still
кусок мяса
distrustful, as is
здоровый.
their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
Таверня.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malachor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Уйти.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Короче,
Goodbye.
идем на второй этаж. Монетки можно забрать. Причем чужие. О, здорово, алкаш. Золотые. Охренеть, золотые монеты тут валяются везде. Поиграть можно?
Greetings, Your Excellency. They
Привет.
say the ambassador of Ptolemy sent
Сыщите
his
Телемского
guard all around the
посла
city
по
in
всему
search
городу
of
ищут каких-то
heretics.
еретиков. Это я их ищу. Это чьи хоромы такие? Ладно, не будем мешать. Кто-то богатенький живет. Подвинься, пожалуйста. Спасибо. Ага. Где второй этаж? А, вот он. Это кухня. Монеты, шурупы. Не знаю, шурупы понадобятся мне или нет. Ай-яй-яй-яй, зачем? Тут закрыто. Где его комната? Это, наверное. Поднять мечи.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
А что случилось? Что-то даже интересно становится.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Так, спросить о прошлом я уже спросил. Давай поселим
Are you not
что-нибудь.
ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder?
Да
That is
нормально
completely
всё.
unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Короче, ближе к делу. Походу он никому не врет. Спросите о мотивах Сахина.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the
Зачем они их
most
заставляют
vile
их пить яды?
poisons. To find
Непонятно.
a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Арестовать его, помочь ему. Ну что-то я как-то не хочу его арестовать. Вроде он может мне потом еще пригодиться.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we
Его
can't
еще
find a way
повесить
to
хотят.
sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
И что мне делать теперь? Так, письмо алхимика из Аль-Асада. Ну, в принципе, да, я им поверю. За то, что это письмо прочитал. Так, как теперь выбраться? Есть какой-нибудь другой вариант? Это что такое? Ключ от кладовой трактирщика. Ага, замка нету у меня. В смысле ключа. Так, я обнаружил ключ. Пойдем. Сюда, сюда, сюда. Друг.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
No, not yet. I've taken a long look at the situation. Better not to have any part of it.
Ты же ключ уже нашел.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
У
Locked.
меня есть ключ.
Locked.
А, вот так надо. Нет.
I don't have the key. I don't have the key.
В смысле, я же нашел ключ. Вы рофлите, что ли? Был же ключ. Мгм. А где просто инвентарь? Сумка. Боеприпасы. Что? Ключ от кладовой трактирщика.
Locked. I don't have the key.
А, вот это. Так, и что тут есть? Ключ трактирщика, какой-то еще ключ. То есть, чтобы взять этот ключ, мне сначала нужно было спереть тот ключ, чтобы открыть вот эту дверь, да? Гениально. Лежат. Ладно, пойдем к нему. Так, туда, сюда вроде. Ну, на самом деле, тут первый город даже не так быстро можно пройти. Понасували квестов.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I've unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
Поговорить с разъяренной толпой больше не надо. Бежим вперед. Пойдем. Алхимик херов. По-моему, вот сюда. Да. Я надеюсь, ты меня потом встретишься и отплатишь. Давай мясо заберем. Там целая нога свиная, по-моему, была. Так, тебе куда? Неотправленное письмо. Надеюсь, когда вы вернетесь из сада, тебе передадут это письмо. Все боготворят остров. Говорить со мной будешь, нет? Господи, разлеглись тут. Тут закрыто. Друг. Здесь тоже нельзя. Куда идти-то? Я ни хрена не понял. Вот так. Не с тобой я хотел говорить. Алхимик. Что делать дальше? У него еще и меч есть. Я запутался, я не пойму, что нужно делать теперь. Так, дневник. Проводить шарлатана. Давай. Куда тебя провожать-то? Сюда? Мы здесь не пройдем. Сюда, например. Можем вот сюда уйти. Ой, извините. Я кого бью-то? Меня убили. Отлично. Загрузить последнее сохранение. А где оно было, интересно? Меня мучает только этот вопрос. Ну ладно, хоть здесь. Алхимик. Куда тебя проводить? Объясни, пожалуйста, тут закрыто. Ты, может, сам пойдешь? Или ты? Нет. Ты? Этот тоже молчит. Тут можно так забрать. Да?
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way? Holy leaders, they've seen. Help me, protect me.
To my health! And death to the others!
Очень готов.
Move away! Thing...
Ну пока по дракам, ну так себе. Диалоги интересные. Так, золото. 5. Тоже золото. Куда дальше? Ты вести будешь, нет? Алхимик. Алхимик. Кыс-кыс-кыс. Почему вот это вот нельзя взять? Нет, тогда пойдем туда. Здесь, допустим, перелезли. Что с тобой? Ловушка, зелье, здоровье. Нормально, разжились чуть-чуть. Так, заберем. Кто-то там песни поет веселенькие.
Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Where are you headed? Don't abandon me.
Damnation. He got away.
Кто сбежал? Переместиться в посольство мостового альянса, остаться сюда давай.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Поговорить о шарлатане.
I
Всё
tracked down your
готово.
man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his
Вопрос еще,
crimes
кто кого
deserve.
схватит.
Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable
Бурхан
legate will
будет рад
soon
видеть
cross the
такого
shores of
исполнительного
Tir-Fredin.
посла на
Thank you for
Тир-Фраде.
your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going.
Так, а что ты
Goodbye,
мне дал?
Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Мне опыта дали и плюс уровень. Так, а теперь нам так, освободить Константина. Там тоже. Познакомиться с капитаном Васком. Заданий-то сколько дополнительных? Так, груз монетной стражи. Найти контрабандиста. Пойдем контрабандистов поищем. Так, вернуться. 163 метра. Таверна. Портовый район-то, да господи. Это посольство Телема. Правда, мне это ничего не говорит. Но давай побежим. Площадь князей. Контрабандисты. Да какой нафиг торговец? -1. Нет. На ровном месте умер. Что-то я слишком часто умираю. Боевка не особо мне нравится. Нужно хотя бы сегодня с острова уплыть. Так, торговец на месте. Слабенький пистолет. Херач. Опять. Я же нажал зелье. Что-то как-то так себе. Если честно, бои не удаются никак. Давай, минусовать его надо. -1. Тебе. Безинтересная боевка. Просто кто больше накликает, тот и выигрывает. Воровываем. Ну, сюжет. Пока побочные квесты даже интересные. Взять все. Взять все. Так. Нам вон туда. Эти контрабандисты. Вот это кто? Вот это не знаю. Контрабандисты вон там. Ягодки. Золотые монеты с боеприпасами валяются. Чё за дичь? Так, еретики. Здравствуйте.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Ах ты ж.
Some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
Зачем у него все лицо в татухах?
Sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Спросите о Юнге, спросите о еретиках.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
Ну-ка, подробней.
Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Рассказывать, не рассказывать, рассказывать.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
Я могу арестовать их
That
неофициально.
discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Спросите об исчезновении Константина.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Давай еще про Юнгу что-нибудь. Когда его видели в последний раз?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
То есть и теперь еще и Юнгу искать. Есть ли у него друзья?
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be
Flavia
Flavia
и
and
Лаура.
Laura.
Might I have a
Девчонка,
word with
походу.
them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Флавия.
Be back soon, Captain.
Флавия, где ты?
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a
Then
captain,
Vasca.
Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Забираем все. А где я их найду теперь? Это Юнга, еретиков, контрабандистов. Так, идем, закроем квест контрабандистов. Так, тут я не пройду. 5 метров. Это где-то туда нужно обходить. И причем их двое. Территория других государств. Территория принадлежит другой фракции. Доступ сюда для вас закрыт. Ну давай попробуем так.
You cannot pass. Only the Norts have access to the prison.
Жаль. Еще и в тюрьме. А где мне взять одежду нафта? Так, где Камзол удачи. Давай выберем. А вот так пойдет? Плоды. Не знаю. Да господи. Где ты там? О, мы сейчас пролезем бесплатно.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble.
Are you the smuggler?
Тихо.
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange.
Что ты
I
хочешь
don't really
взамен?
think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors?
А как я
You're gonna
тебя
open them,
выпущу?
right?
Простите, освободить контрабандиста.
Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please.
А как я тебя открою?
I don't have the key.
У меня нет ключа.
Locked. Locked.
Лол. Друг, извини. Ой.
To my help! And death to the others!
Они не видят меня, я надеюсь.
To my help! And death! To my help! And death to the others!
Бей его, бей! А, ты тоже.
And death to the others!
Это патрон закончится.
Things are about to get dicey!
Репутация нафтов -1. Эх, блин, плохо. Ключ от тюрьмы. Взять все. Я, правда, не знаю, зачем я его освобождаю. Я обещал. А обещание нужно выполнять. Дружбан, выходи.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Ты тоже можешь мешать.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being
Так, ладно, пойдем на склад. Склад это должно быть вон тот. Или где? Я так и не понял, где одежду брать, допустим, тех же нафтов. Чтобы переодеться и спокойно зайти. — 38 метров до еретиков. — 19, 10, 9, 2. Извините. Не туда попал. А как туда попасть? А хрен бы его знал. Первый уровень взлома нужен. А у меня взлома вообще, наверное, нет. Ой, я не тебя. Херак. Ай-яй-яй. Зря. Он кого-то там убивает уже. Кого? Вот там. О, господи. Уровень 3. Что-то я с нафтами перессорился уже. Ладно, ближе к делу. Как мне туда попасть? Так, это у нас склады вон там. Там я не пройду нигде. Да, тут закрыто все. Это только вот этих двоих гасить.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
А нет. Интуиция, настоять интуиция.
Can't you make an exception?
No, sorry, sir. Move along, please. Now.
Ты делаешь ошибку.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Very well, I'm going.
Плохо. Да ёпта, они не пускают.
You know. No one passes.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed,
их даже загасить нельзя?
No one passes.
Very well, I'm going.
Допустим. У меня есть 2 очка. Качаем вот это одноручное оружие. И на таланты одно, да? Харизма. Будет у меня харизматичный ботаник с мечом. Подтвердить. Да почему? Чё не... Почему не дает... Ладно, вернуться. Дубль 2. Оставшиеся очки 1. Распределенные очки 1. Вот это вкачал, да? На таланты нету очков. Я так понимаю. Ну да ладно. А теперь как мне попасть на склад? Мне кажется, вот как-то вон там можно попасть. Через вот эти склады. Но почему-то у меня там ничего не открылось. Вот, неужели туда нельзя прыгнуть? Или вот это открыть? Скажем так, я удивлен. Золото, боеприпасы, чуть-чуть. Нельзя сюда прыгнуть. сюда. И сюда тоже нельзя. Вот в эту дверь я захожу. А, это закрыто. Эта дверь тоже закрыта. Здесь дверей нету. Итак, как попасть? Да никак. Гасить их тоже я не могу. Может, как-то сверху. Картина хорошая какая. Шкуру нашел. Интересно. Опа, вот здесь пройдет. Да. Нет. Я их обошел, получается. То есть настолько все просто. А я ищу способ. Нормально. В смысле, открыто? Здорово.
We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
То есть это ученые, ну я за ученых. Об их книге.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples
Ближе
went
к
to.
делу.
But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
О возможности договориться с Телемой. Может, их помирить можно?
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
Они еще их убить хотят. Придется им помогать.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Пообещать договориться с мостовым альянсом. Нет, они не договорятся. Они их в любом случае убьют. Арестовать я их тоже не хочу, это ученые. Ну, как вариант, пускай отпустим их.
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler, and he'll
почему
certainly
бы
be
и
in
нет,
touch.
шашлычок бы был.
He or another member of his band. Be careful, and safe travels.
Oh, thank you, my lord. You are a man of noble heart. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
Поговорить с послом Телемы. Так, теперь мне нужно отсюда как-то выбраться. Выбраться можно... Тут ничего не взломать. Сюда
You have
только.
a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Тут даже быстрое перемещение есть. Очень нравится. Короче, слушай.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Инквизиция, или как их там, еретики убежали.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Сказать правду. Не будем врать им.
After I heard the case they made for themselves, I decided to let them escape.
What are you saying?
They convinced me that your accusations have nothing to do with heresy, and that their only crime was discovering historical truths denied by Teleme.
And you gave credence to the lies preferred by these blasphemers. Their historical truths are nothing but nonsense, fabricated to undermine the foundations of Teleme. The simple act to have proffered such horrors proves the fact that they are heretics. I fear that your youth and kind heart has blinded you, de Sardet. That is a shame. I was expecting more from a young legate who seemed sensitive to our
Походу я с ним
magic.
разругаюсь сейчас, да? Да, репутация -1. Квест закрыт. Плохо, конечно. Надо было соврать ему.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
Ладно, бывай.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Так, нам сюда. Чё по квестам осталось? Нужно найти Константина и... груз монетной стражи, пропавший нафт. Договориться с продавцом. 63 метра. А о чем договориться надо? Сейчас узнаем. Да пропусти ты меня. Здорово.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
Господи, что с
You can
тобой? Ты
start by
тоже больной,
explaining
что
to
ли?
me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Узнать подробности. Зачем мне спрашивать о других торговцах?
Why don't we go and
Пробуем.
solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Ты деньги мне дашь или нет? Походу он не отдаст. Давай
Your
дальше.
master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're
То есть
demanding
теперь
a
расследовать
second
еще
payment
это.
but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Угрожать тюремным заключением. Предложить взятку. Можно просто запугать?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable. Especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that
Вот и
these
всё.
crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're
Стоило
certainly
только
honoring your new
припугнуть.
title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be
С
expecting
этим
us.
договорились. Остался у нас пропавший Юнга. Вернуться. Так, это. Два, вот это что, Константина. Нам вот сюда. Куда-то в ту сторону. Так, это порт. Тут где-то есть его друг. Или подруга. Что ты хотел?
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been
Я
the
его
victim of
еще
any
не
foul
нашел.
play.
Извини.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Просить о его обязанностях, на острове. На самом деле мне пофиг.
What will be your official title on Tier 4D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be
Ладно.
leaving.
На
I
самом
have quite a
деле,
few things to do before we raise anchor.
может его не, можно его не брать, пожалуйста? Он меня бесит. Так, советник. Я без советника обойдусь. Мне нужно пройти вот сюда. Так. Ага, там нельзя. Нет, можно. Нет, нельзя. Как быть? На ту сторону нужно. Вот здесь пройду. А корабль-то неплохой. Так. Исчезновение Юнги. Это... Ты кто?
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Ну,
Yes.
как-то
Your
так. Мне
captain
она
asked
не
me to go and
нравится.
find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Спросите Юн. Зачем мне спрашивать о капитане Васко, когда я Юнгу ищу? Ты когда его видел в последний раз?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Спросите о его друзьях, есть ли у него враги. Есть ли у него враги?
He could have made himself any enemies.
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Если врагов у него не было, спросите о его друзьях.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
А ты? Спросите о его привычках. Это я спрашивал. Давай по привычкам.
What does Jonas do in his free time when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing.
Над каналом говоришь?
Drink. It blurs the senses.
Зачем мне о капитане Васко
What do you
спрашивать?
think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men.
Это
He
понятно.
knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
В
If he
25 лет
keeps it
еще
up,
уже и
he'll be an
капитан.
admiral one day.
Ладно.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Она мне говорит, что где-то слышала его голос над каналом, да? Значит, нам вот сюда. А потом куда? У него уже два... Васко сказал, у него два друга. Значит, второй вон тот. Хер.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've
Почему
been
они все
crying
в
to the
татухах?
9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was
Кто
taken.
похитил? Спросите о Юнге. Что известно?
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Что ты за ними не побежал?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were.
Ну вот.
And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Так, давай говори мне что-нибудь о похитителях. Стопудово что-нибудь
Why
помнишь.
would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mess too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy.
Настроение Юнги. Если он
Did
что-нибудь
Jonas seem
знает,
troubled to you
давай,
the night he
поведай.
disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Ой,
Do you know
извините.
what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Найти и допросить свидетелей.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Спасибо, мне пора. Так,
Something isn't right here. I can feel it.
свидетели.
We need to lift the veil on
Константина.
this.
87 метров. Получается, это свидетель, то есть тот картежник. Потому что того, кто сидел в баре, он не помнит. Вон туда, сюда, 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 сюда. А, в таверне получается, да? Это ж таверна. Куда? А где? То есть, если можно несколькими способами выполнить.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
Да, ты должен мне денег.
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Спросить, что случилось в тот вечер. Говори, где детонатор.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Так, спросить, что случилось в тот вечер. Спросить о Юнге. Спросить... Я же только что это спрашивал. Спросить о Юнге.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like
Я так понимаю,
playing,
это картежник.
remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Спросить о богатом торговце.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man.
Опа.
It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
А баба сказала, что слышала его
You've been immensely helpful.
крики рядом с каналом. Он у него в рабстве, наверное. Так, ты мне скажешь что-нибудь?
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this
Не
time?
надо мне ничего наливать. Спросить... нельзя.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Подожди. В таверне эти же бухали.
I see you're back.
Как их
Can I
называется?
pour you something this time?
Забыл.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the
Еще и не
damages.
заплатили.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that
Опа.
started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the
Сколько я тебе
case.
должен?
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
25 монет, у меня есть 133 заплатить позже.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
Я просто хочу починить.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
А что нужно починить? Вот это, наверное, да?
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like here.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Быстро починили. А что следующее? Ближе к делу. Че их хрен найдешь? Груз монетный. Поговорить с квартирмейстером казарм в Сирене. Блин, еще и этот квест надо закрыть. Пропавший нафт. Это вот это. В смысле, я уже все починил, то есть?
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
О, какие у меня ручки.
Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs.
Он просто перепил.
Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me.
Иначе
In
тебя
any
убьют,
case,
да?
if you were set on
Можешь его
recovering your
сдать?
cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
То есть, получается, они все равно бесплатно побывали здесь. Я же как бы мебель отремонтировал, которую они же и сломали, и при этом ушли, не оплатив. Гениальный бармен. Костюмчик поменяем назад. Ты не хочешь говорить? Ладно, с картежником я поговорил. Так, мастерская. Это что-то верно. Блин. Как не работает. Пропавший нафт. И груз монетной стражи. А как выйти-то? Найти похитителей и сразиться с ними. Это похитители моряка? Юнги, то есть. А вот этот череп нельзя забрать случайно? Нет. А жаль. Не, на самом деле, GreedFall довольно-таки неплохая игрушка. Беги, беги, беги. Быстрей. Не опаздывай в богатом районе. Это вот здесь. А у меня зелье есть? 4 здоровья есть. 4 зелья здоровья есть.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Зачем мне супруга, если мне нужен господин? Это она? Ну, в принципе. Или это ты? Вот повернись. Не. Жена у него лучше, чем он сам. Кстати, картина очень хорошо сделана. Мне прям нравится. Опять он. Зачем две картины самого себя? Жена, раздевайся.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sardet. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son
В
back.
смысле ваш сын? Это ваш сын? Сказать о ссоре в таверне.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Спросить, как они нашли своего сына. Почему нафты забрали мальчика? Но мне она не нравится.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Странная история какая-то с этим сыном. Может, скажешь?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so kind.
With respect,
Она не хочет
my lady.
говорить. Ну ладно. Хозяйка.
Might I help you, sir?
Все, они все заагрились.
Farewell.
Жаль. Так, теперь вот этот груз монетной стражи. Дать нужно его. $123 метра куда-то вон туда. Дать этот квест и останется взять все. Останется квест с Юнгой, и можно плыть. А, еще Константина нужно вытащить. Все сложно тут. А тут все горит. Квартирмейстер, ты где? Там пройду. Очень хорошо. Это кто? готов. Кто следующий? Я что-то до меня до сих пор не доходит, почему они на меня нападают. Тут больной какой-то. Это врач. Раз, два, три, четыре. Тут это. Страшновато находиться, нужно побыстрее отсюда уйти. Так, у меня там второе оружие. Рапира алхимика. Опа, 80, 185. 84. Пробиваемость брони низкая. Вот это, потертая палец с шипами. Вот эту поставим. Так, основное. 9 пробития брони. Рапира алхимика. Вот эту попробовать можно. Нет. Потертый палец туда идет. Да ладно. Квартирмейстер, ты где? Иди сюда. Ай.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Я не забыл.
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Что опять за задание дают? Дайте мне уплыть уже. Вон туда. Найти способ доставить груз на Тирфраде. Это куда-то в ту сторону. Это же сложно. Нет, не сюда. Это с вас, как говорить надо.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Я понял.
Have no
Что мы не
fear.
поплывем
I'll
без
bring him
него.
back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy. But we will
Нет,
have to
я его найду. Спросите госпоже Фонтен. Попросить помощи с товаром.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene.
Ни хрена себе, месяц нельзя ждать.
If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbor Master's office.
Это еще и пробираться надо. Спросить о нафтах, о Дефраде. Это я спрашивал все. О госпоже Фонтен. Это, я так понял, жена того богатенького Буратино.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his
То есть, и тут объявляются родители, и он такой в шоке. Охренеть, родители появились. Мне кажется, они его там пытают. Ладно, пойдем. Получается, что мне с Юнгой теперь делать? Подделать записи в судовом журнале, избавиться от охраны склада, поговорить с господином Декурсионом, выяснить, где прячут Джонаса. Секунда расслабленности. Так, это у нас подделать записи в судовом журнале или избавиться от охраны. А охрана где? Смогу ли я подделать? Меня это интересует тоже.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Ой, извините. Я, кажется, не туда попал. Короче, тут ничего нет. Говоришь обойти. Наверх. Здесь залезть нельзя. Тоже закрыто.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink.
А где я тебе форму возьму?
These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Тут уже трупы валяются. Сюда. Да нельзя залезть. И это меня печалит. Туда особо нет. А тут есть что-нибудь? Никого нет. Готов. Но этот сильный. То есть я уже половину нафтов перехерачил. Да? когда мне с ними дружить начинать? Да ёпта. Готово. Здесь обыскали все. Вон там еще нужно. У меня взлома не хватает. Где они? В смысле? 12 метров, это вон там. Это не здесь. Еда! Еда! Едим. Блин, надо взлом качать. Тут столько ящиков, а я все пропустил.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Применить. И чё, и все? А ключи можно взять? Ключ от тюрьмы. Ну все. Получается, с этим квестом все. Пойдем с командиром нашего судна поговорим и продолжим искать Юнгу, которого где-то реально пытают. Или я не знаю, зачем его родители украли. Что-то тут нечистое. Эти трупы, надеюсь, исчезнут. А можно переодеться как-то? Так, дальше сюда бежим. Быстренько, быстренько. Когда ж этот пролог-то закончится уже? Капитан.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear.
Ближе
I'll
к
bring
делу.
him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
А спросить...
Be back soon,
недоступно. Тогда вот так делаем. Пропавший нафт. Подмешать снотворное в выпивку. А где я возьму его? Я же вроде декларацию подделал. То есть это не катит, еще и нужно охранников убрать. Очень занятно. Так, вот. Так. И что мне нужно сделать? О, алкоголь со снотворным, зелье сна, шурупы. Создаем. Бутылка бренди, зелье сна. А где мне их взять? Зелье сна. Трутовик щетинистый, лимфа чудовища. Где мне это все брать-то? У тебя есть?
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see
Ближе к
you.
делу. Давай.
Have you seen
Пропустить
anything to
как
your
можно
liking?
скипнуть.
What might I help you with?
Купить. Бутылку бренди беру. И зелье сна беру.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Спасибо. Дальше бежим. Создавать алкоголь со снотворным. Избавиться от охраны склада. Сейчас вы у меня тут побухаете. Алкашня. Так, 64 метра. Идем избавляться от охраны. Сколько уже? 2,5 часа играю, однако. Игрушка, как я и предполагал, затянула. Так, охрана вот сюда, 44 метра.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Предложить выпивку. Настоять. Настоять на чем? На бруньках?
Looks like you've been here for quite a spell, and not much is going on. How about a little drink? It might help kill some time while waiting for the change of guard.
Maybe just a drop. I have been starting to get a little thirsty.
Cheers.
Как они быстро согласились.
We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Поговорить с грузчиками. Бежим, пока не спят. Какой-то неизвестный мужик приходит, предлагает им водяру.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now.
Идите, грузите.
We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Репутация с кем-то повышена. Поговорить с квартирмейстером. Так, с монетной стражи. Показать на карте. Да ёпт. Ты ж включился вроде бы. Ну, показать на карте. Быстренько бежим. По-моему, я не туда бегу. Нужно бежать в другом направлении. Или нет, или да. Я помню с виду, как они выглядят. Объясните, Константин. Это тоже оно. Тверская. Где квартирмейстера искать? Очередной врач. Так. Как там можно было карту? Вот это. Склады. Тоже склады. Ой, какие склады? Ну, это не то, что мне нужно. Наверное. Склад. Я, честно, не знаю, где там мне идти. Казармы монетной стражи. Может, это? Да нет, я где-то тут ходил. Что мне дало вот это, что я нашел тут что-то непонятное? Цветы какие-то. Я запутался уже. Почему-то вот это задание не отображается. Монетная стража. Все, я понял. Казармы монетной стражи. Мне вон туда. Туго уходит он. Значит, бежим вот сюда. Квартирмейстер, потому что там я понимать начинаю. Извините. Или нет? А, да, вот он. Квартирмейстер.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
Конечно, выполнил.
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt.
Я надеюсь, это уже по прибытию туда? Или нет? Или тут еще не все? Вроде все. Отслеживать задание. Где там этот морячок? Сюда. Нет, тут. А где выход-то? Вот он. Тут уже песни кто-то поет. Я по-прежнему еще не сделал все, что нужно. Так. Портовый район. Ты кто? Понял.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Спросить о договоре между нафтами и семьей Фонтен.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, Desade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange.
Может, он родился на этом корабле?
From time to time, the congregation
Я
has
не знаю.
passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
Our father selling his
Я
own
уже
son for a
запутался
few
с
boat
этим
rides.
юнгой. Где он?
For
Чё с
ugly,
ним?
that is ugly.
Одни говорят
Lady
то,
Fontaine
другие
didn't
говорят
seem to have
это.
any knowledge of that
Выясним,
detail.
где прячут
That
Джонаса.
could be of use to us.
125 метров. Бежим искать. Нюхай, нюхай. Бежим, 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 бежим. Здесь пробегаем. И финишная прямая. И направо. Нет, не направо, прямо. Теперь вот сюда. Сюда. Что-то я, по-моему, здесь был уже.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Запугать.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away by force against his will by armed men.
That is not true. Completely false. He...
Enough! With every word, you are a step closer to a prison cell.
Prison? But what would be the charges?
Kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he is a naught that you kidnapped and locked up. In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interests of the congregation at great risk.
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, please do.
Опа.
He's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza, next to the canal. I am certain that once you have heard
Не
his
зря та
account,
баба,
you will
которая с
see
ним
the
дружит,
tragedy
говорила,
in
что
our
услышала
predicament and
его
help us.
I regret threatening that woman.
голос у
You
канала.
didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Вот ведь
Excuse me,
парень.
madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to
Да
leave.
хорошо, хорошо.
With respect, my lady.
Иди в жопу. И бежим Джонаса спасать. Освободить Джонаса. Ну и, наверное, на освобождении Джонаса я и закончу сегодня первый стрим по GreedFall. Да ёпта. Телегу. Можно было бы телегу еще забрать? И беги. На сход. Я надеюсь, там бороться ни с кем не нужно будет. Это не то. Это? Освободить Джонаса. Хм. метр. Что-то ничего не меняется.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Сама тишина. В итоге сюда и не надо было подниматься. Здесь ничего нет вообще. Если здесь нет ничего, то... Опа! Дом семьи Фонтен. Ты живой?
Sir Desade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Рассказать о том, что сообщил Декурсион.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Nords. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have
А
signed it if
поздно,
I
ты
had
уже
known.
подписал.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nords. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well.
Застрелись.
Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son
Не
unto
надо
the
было
Nords.
связываться.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Ну, ладно. Что-то я устал немного. Сколько мы тут играли-то, получается? Больше 2 часов. В принципе, нормально. Ага. Ну ладно, завтра продолжу точно GreedFall. Мне он очень понравился. Так, сохранился. 3-й уровень уже. Готово. Выходим. Ну все, всем спасибо, кто смотрел или кто будет смотреть в будущем.